Well, welcome back, everybody. This is going to be the final episode of this super sadistic sandbox playthrough, I guess, but at least the final episode before the final version 1.0 releases. It's coming out tomorrow. It's February 21st, the time I'm filming this. So the last episode we did basically finish our build, and so what I'm going to do today is basically just do like a little base tour and set ourselves up for a 1.0. I'll probably finish this video off throwing on the cheat stick commands and just throwing some enemies at our base and seeing how that goes. But I am looking forward to the new drop. I saw an episode on the Sons of the Forest channel, and in that there was a clip of a developer that was going over some of the new features, and they look cool. So you get a little glimpse of the artifact, like shooting lightning out. You see some of the new enemies. There's like a Legsy mutant coming. The Cannibals, it looks like they balanced with new armor. Lots of stuff like that. Also looks like they added lots of points of interest around the map. Cannibal villages will now like have smoke plumes coming out of them that we can see. So all that's really exciting stuff. But anyways, let's take a quick look. We'll do a base tour here. It is day 327. That's how far we got. And so we just started off in our little penthouse. I'll get you, just so if you haven't watched the previous episodes, we are in a tower. And so our house is up here. Do just a mini little tour. It's got a nice bed, a couch, sticks and stuff for the fire. And it should be warm in here. It's going to be winter in like a day because I see that the leaves are changing. But this whole structure we built just so we can land the hang glider on it and take off from here easily. If you don't recognize where we are, that's Lake Virginia, i.e. the lake that never freezes. And what's cool about that is even in the winter we can go get water no matter what. Now, there's no fish there in the winter, but there's lots of other stuff. So even though we can't see it, there's tons of traps protecting that. And that was the first base we built. All that was in the first like 20, 30 days of the game. And then we built this pathway out this way, eventually widening it to 3 wide. Now that's actually wide enough that we can drive golf carts on it. We call that the monorail. So we can just drive from one base to the other. Over here. Oh. There's Mr. Kelvin. Over here we have the stone entranceway, and so they're forced into this opening, and then it's all traps protecting the inside. Traps protecting the outside. And so nothing can get up and actually get into our base except for Kelvin and Virginia. Whole base is surrounded with tons of these hokey pokey traps. You could probably call this the hokey pokey base. We'll see more of the traps as we get closer down there. And then out front, we've got this platform built that has all those upgrade forges on it, 6 of them. And so that lets us call in swarms of mutants so we can farm mutant armor off of them. So we'll go take a look at this stuff. As we built the tower, we built some flat spots along the way to store hang gliders and make little save points, storage points. Come down here. You can see we've got the hang glider and the monorail. I think there's actually one down there too, but because I had 2 of them up here. But no matter. See it? We can see all the traps protecting the outside, and to show those off, I will call in some enemies this episode for you guys. There's a mutant. Might be the first shot I've ever done with this gun. Never use this thing. But yeah, we get so much free food because of all the traps around the outside here. Just got some babies. Excellent. Inside our base. You can hear the babies getting smashed out there. This is like one of the warm rooms in the winter that you can get a good night's sleep. We got tons of these water collectors throughout. So much storage items. Down here, this platform is like how we originally got most of our logs and stones and stuff up into the base. You know, we yeeted them up on the zip lines here. You can hear all the electric whirling around. It's what, 12 something? Yep, 12:30 on the clock. Down below, even more storage. These, of course, are like original quarters. This is our original warm room to sleep. Okay. So anyways, we'll slide up here. You can see we can get a nice view underneath of our bridge and how that structure out there stands alone. It's all made out of stone. I guess we could still fill in like that second floor a bit, but no enemies have been able to get up there thus far. Yeah, and this is a trap-rich environment, you could say. Alright, so let's walk over here to our platforms. Whee! I see we got all these upgrade forges ready to go to call in mutants as needed. So we can just get as much mutant armor as we want. We got unlimited drinks and food. And then down below, Virginia and Kelvin can actually walk into this base. So, yeah. A little more storage. These things to reset the forges up above. Down below, all these water collectors. So we never have to worry about getting water. Hey, you fill up sticks for me. Okay. Actually, let's get him to reset traps. Buddy. Buddy. And yes, one thing I wanted to show that, you know, we'll show it in the replay, or, you know, when I start calling in the enemies. But this design has worked just so incredibly well, where you have the hokey pokeys placed like this, where they can slide right up next to each other without touching, and then you funnel them in with these like funneling walls. That way, anything that comes in here, it's just forced to get hit with either of these two sliding guys. And they can't attack the walls because of the spikes. And so I have full building destruction on, wherever that is. You know, building destruction is always on. I've filmed the entirety of this playthrough. Oh, am I going to crash? I filmed the entirety of the playthrough and uploaded every second of that play onto YouTube, so you could see I didn't use cheat stick to build any of this. I collected every stick by hand, built it all the old-fashioned way, by myself in solo, one log at a time. Not exactly sure how tall it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably like 25 or 26 floors high. but that lets me hang glide anywhere on the map. Now, one of the new things I saw coming in the new features list is that there's going to be like a hang glide launcher that basically lets us get airborne from the ground. And so, hey, that would have been nice. Would have saved me some time. But we didn't have that. So I built this monstrosity. But yep, there's the monorail heading over this way. And so I do want to keep the episode fairly tight. I don't want to spend a bunch of time editing it. Just going to put it out there. So with my zipline systems, you know, over here we can get a little bit of food. There's a rope up that way. I guess the last thing I'll show is there is a really helpful camp right off to this side. So if you take this zip line right over there, I might be able to see it with the binoculars and save ourselves the time. But yep, if you see that structure in the distance that my zip lines are going to, that structure has, I think, 4 ropes that always spawn underneath of it. And then if you follow over to this base, you can see there's my other golf cart. Let's go down here. We'll take a look at this guy. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, there's a log cart I forgot about. Yep, we can just drive on this normally with the golf cart itself. Completely safe from marauding hordes of mutants below. And you see right over here is the other 3D printer bunker. And so that's been key to get ammo and solar panels, batteries, all that stuff's over there. We got more hang gliders here. You know, we really should take these up our tower. And not much to say about this base, you know, but as far as like starting locations, I don't think you can do much better. You could really just box in that little cabin area right there and have this a super short little section of wall and be completely safe there. So definitely that's one OP spot for anybody just starting the game. We'll do the hang glider thing some other time. I'm not going to move it back right now. But yeah, this was my original base. We were just starting. Lots of fish storage so you can get free fish out of the pond. Right? And this is how I kind of discovered how to make like the OP defenses for the main base. Was I just left this gate open all the time where they would have to run through this series of hokey pokey traps. And I've realized that no enemies in the game, no swarms of enemies in the game could get through this. I decided to build an entire defense around this idea. So that's how we came up with it. And, you know, on the other side of the map, I do have a small base near the other 3D printer cave. And I have, well, I guess I don't have a base there, but especially at the beginning of the game, I would take the hang gliders and fly from these hills over here. I would fly from those and hang glide all the way to the waterfall that has the ropes, and that's how I collected most of the ropes to build this monstrosity. So with all that being said, let's just go ahead and start calling in some enemies, and we are going to call this the final episode, because tomorrow I'm kind of torn. Should I go back and try to get the missing items on this save, or should I just start a new save? I also saw that proximity chat is going to be a huge feature of the new game, where like the direction your you know, you're looking will affect the voice. If you're underwater or in a cave, you'll hear echoes, all that kind of stuff. So maybe what I should do for this last playthrough is try to find a couple other players and do it as a multi. So I'll throw that out there. Anybody watching this that is interested in that, hey, throw a comment in the comment below, and maybe that's what we'll do. But anyways, these are set, so we are going to start calling in some enemies. And I think I'll call them in from right over here, so that I can run up on that cable right there. All right, so let's give this one a try. Cheat stick, F1, add character, Cannibal, 300. Very good. Now, when I've done these videos in the past, everyone's like, "There's no way you didn't use cheat stick to build the base." You know, you're using cheats in the video. Yeah, well, look at the previous 202 videos I uploaded to this channel. You'll see, I did not use cheat stick to build this base. So let's see how many of these guys can come over here. And probably we need to make something loud to attract them. Definitely glitchy, or like a little laggy. Not too bad. Little laggy. Yep. Man, look at them all still coming out of that spot. Well, the thing I want out of this game the most is still like a horde survival mode where like the more days you stay, like the crazier the hordes of enemies get. Or an event where like the cube sets off, you know, a few times a year, and every time the cube sets off, there's like an insane wave of mutants or enemies. That would be good too. Something to make players like me that like to stay for a long time building an elaborate base, like give us an incentive to do it, you know. Man, I mean, wonder if I could toss a grenade right into the middle of that. Nope. Hopefully that stirred them up a little bit so they're not all concentrated in one spot. It is so laggy. We did it, though. And that broke up that group. And it's running smoother. Successful little venture down to the ground there. So I think what I'm going to do is actually, like, not do, like, I can't reset all the traps and keep it in one video. So I think what I'll do is a separate little video after this, and we'll just do an old-fashioned stress test. And I'll leave this as, like, the climax to the little base tour here, so you can see what the defenses can do against the pretty epic lineup of cannibals attacking it. But yeah, base is fine, and if you can see, my inner level of defenses, they haven't even been set off. Like, the traps closest here. This is silly. But yeah, the traps in that closest row, they're not even set off. And I have fire traps and stuff in that mix. So yeah, we're not even close to being damaged. And there's an entire row of spikes against our innermost walls too that they would have to somehow get through. Oh look, we got demons attacking, coincidentally, in the middle of this. Virginia's on the prowl, getting the stragglers. Oh, he's going to chase that guy down. Look. Oh, he whopped him. Hey, what are you doing? He just hit my sticks, though, or my spikes. Hey, Virginia is absolutely on mop-up mission now. I think I will do the same. Yeah. See, not too much structural damage done by these jokers. Come on. Very good. What am I picking up? Oh, wow. All right, well, we are going to call that the episode. We're not going to save, as we never do once we've typed cheat stick. We are not allowed to save once that command goes in. So we'll do one more. Hey, they broke my wire. Jerks. Big jerks. Alright, well, we're going to look at the damage one last time. Getting a little too dark to see anyway. But I hope you liked the base tour. that's what I was up to in Sons of the Forest for the last 320-something days. And again, this is hard survival mode. No cheats. Single player. And I think I will probably, when version 1.0 comes out tomorrow, I'm going to finish this map, get to 365 in this playthrough, you know what I mean, with, and go get the new pieces, like the last pieces. And then from there, we'll do a new playthrough and just, you know, beat the game. These guys are coming in to eat their buddies. All right, well, anyways, we'll see you guys for that. And thanks for sticking around. It has been fun, and I'm really excited about all the new features to the game. So we'll see you then. Peace out.